Hello everybody, Gisele Grenier here. In this video lesson, we're going to go ballistic with collage layers and a focal point. I painted this flower. It was gifted to me by Allison for another project and it didn't work out. But then as soon as I saw this piece here, it works out really well. So I'm going to be using these two. And we're going to put her behind a frame. We're going to color the frame. So it's going to be a collage and it's going to have some fun with this. Again, I'm using all my scrap pieces, which I've now outgrown the box. I did bring in some text from the Americana Decoupage Vintage Silhouette text, and that's only because I want a lot of different elements in here. So I've got this this cutout of a heart here, and then the frame. You can use, just regular cardboard for that. I've got some little pieces here, and I may use them, may not. I know I'm going to use this. And then I got some sheer material. That's from my friend Annie. Thank you, Annie. The paints, DecoArt Media Fluid Acrylics, Quinacridone Burnt Orange, Transparent Red Iron Oxide, Transparent Yellow Iron Oxide, Peril Orange, Burnt Sienna. I've got the matte medium as well. So first thing I'm going to do is very quickly, because I like the rough look when I do this. I'm going to get a big brush. I'm going to get the matte medium, and I'm not going to use water, but I'm going to use the matte medium to make the paint even more transparent. All I want to do is stain the paint. That's all I want to do. Or stain the paper, I should say. So I'm just going to start, and all I'm going to do is this. Just quickly, and then put it aside. It wants to curl, let it curl until I run out of paint. And move that over here. Then I'll go to the next color and let it curl. Doesn't matter. Because what this is also going to do, as long as I don't use water, it's going to make the paper a little bit more substantial when I start working with it. This one here has already got something. I think it is transparent yellow iron oxide. Yep, that's exactly what it is. So I'm going to finish this one up. And these, before anybody gets mad, these are papers that were from a book that was on its way to landfill. I'm going to take some burnt sienna with a little bit of Peril Orange in there. Ooh, I'm not liking that. Yuck. That's the burnt sienna. Well, I'm going to paint it anyways, but I'm not liking that. Yeah, so the book was destined for landfill. And I thought I would make some art out of it. So I'm just going to, mix all these colors up. I may use all the papers, I may not. This is just for a background. So if you've done my Book of Background series, that would be a really good place to start for doing this. You could use just whatever backgrounds you've got and use that. You don't have to even make anything. And if you had to just have two colors for vintage, transparent red iron oxide and transparent yellow iron oxide, you can do anything with those colors. Sorry about that. Mia went on a barking fit. I decided I'm going to take my baby wipe, go into some medium, and pick up a little bit of color. It stains a little bit better, so I'm going to do that. Just make sure that you pick up some medium as well, because it helps the color move. Whoopsie. And I can seem to be able to get nicer colors because I'm really just pushing it in. You can also use baby white, these things, cosmetic sponges. For some reason, I don't know, I keep forgetting what they're called. Let's try now with a orange. Yeah, see, the orange by itself is fine. It's the burnt sienna because it's opaque. So all we're doing is just staining the paper. So if you've got watercolors, you can go ahead and use those instead. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all these pieces and I'm just going to layer them to completely cover this heart. Now because this is well, it's not a tedious step, but what I'm going to do is just go ahead and go through, let's just apply it. But you have the option of speeding up the video if you want. because this is a long process. I'm going to do about 4 or 5 layers because it's until I get it to where it's the way I want to see it. So that usually takes a bit of a process. So you're invited to watch, or you can skip ahead to the next section. Okay, I did some stuff on the side. I did more layers. I also, whoopsie, painted the frame with the Extreme Sheen 24 karat gold Decor metallic paint. Painted that, and that's just going to dry. And then I took a little bit of the orange with that same metallic, painted these little leaves, and then I blotted it with a paper towel. I took a butterfly cutout, painted it with the same pigment, blotted it out, so it just has a nice little shine to it. And then it's dry. I took some of that paint and I just covered up the flower. Then I took some heavy gel medium with the sheer material, and that's going to sit for a little bit. Now what I want to do is I want to stencil some geometric shapes in here. And I brought out some phthalo blue. I don't have it. I ran out in the Decor Media Fluid acrylics. I need to bring that over here. You guys can't see what I'm doing. And I'm just basically making a, whoops, well, the orange will help, a chromatic black. So blue and orange work well. And I just brought in the burnt sienna for the opacity. To see what the true underlying color is a gray that's slightly on the blue side. So I'm going to take a little cosmetic sponge here and pity pad, pity pad, pity pad. Get that there. And let's make a big one here. And some of this may be hidden. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. There we go. So now I'm going to let that dry, and then we're going to put it all together. All right, so I glued that down, and I'm going to put that, thinking right there. And I'm also thinking this is now where I'm going to, this should be tacky enough that I can put that down. Right there I'm looking at. Okay. So let's get the medium. I gotta time this right. That's gonna go under here, then that's gonna go, okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure I get this in the right order. And yeah, I did some stuff ahead of time because just to save some time. I glued buttons. I should have picked a smaller photograph. It's a little big. Did I forget to put someone to the butterfly? I think I did. Okay. And she's bending. I'm gonna have to put something on here to hold her down. Yeah, it's a little big. That's fine. All right, so now let's see, should I put do that? That's better. And this will be glossy, so that's fine. No problem at all. Because the lace is going to be on top of this too. And which way did I say I was going to do this? This way. Whoopsie. Okay, you're not down far enough. You're not down far enough. Come on. Oh, shoot. Too late. Okay, let me pull this one off. Let's try that. Boy, this stuff is strong. Boom. Nice. Nice. What do you think? That's pretty, eh? And then, oh, I didn't think about the quote. Okay, well, it's not going to be a quote per se. Well, it's going to be words I want to do. Wild, where's the word and? Wild and grateful. That's not going to fit. Put it right there. Wild and grateful. Come on, last thing I need to do. When I want this stuff to stick, it doesn't. Wow. I think it's because this is a new package. I think that will be too... Yeah, I'll put it here. There we go. Nice. Now there's some things other things that you can do to kind of build it up a little bit. I like the overlapping. There's a little bit of gold in there. A little short, medium. I'm gonna shove that back in there. So that works out fine. I mean, you can add little bits and bobs to... I mean, I could add these little numbers here. But they're chrome. I don't want to go against the color, but I've got some gears that I half painted. I could put that under the flower. No. I need the whole gear. No, it's too light. So it has to be darker, and I'm not painting something else. So there's something missing here. There's something missing. There's something missing. Oh, how about a number 6 stamp? Nope, too much detail. Let me think about this for a sec. Okay, I put it down to see if it would work, and it got stuck in the medium, so that's staying. It's another set of little leaves that are painted more green. So let me just fix this up a little bit. Right there. we go. Beauty. Oh, this is so pretty. That is so pretty. Where are we? Here we are. What do you think? That is really pretty. I like that. Okay, so I'm still having a little bit of trouble getting back into the swing of making art. I'm not going to give myself too much... Oh, I got these little guys. I'm not going to give myself too much grief over it. Because I know this is just temporary. Come on. Oh. Okay, that's put there. And so I'm just gonna have to keep at it and just keep making art and just keep making art and just keep making art until I'm, you know, kind of getting better with dealing with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some time journaling as well. And I know I'll get through it because, you know, went through the same thing with Harley. And so we'll see what happens. But I want to thank you guys for the ones that knew about it before I even mentioned it on video. I want to thank you guys for your support and your emails and your well wishes, especially for those of you that knew Chaos from the videos. I mean, that's what makes it so special, that I can share stuff with you guys. You know, the one I remember doing a color theory, or I don't know, painting a heron on camera for a class, and she jumped on the palette. Oh my God. I think that's when you guys really started to appreciate her. So I'm just taking the chromatic black and I'm just edging, creating an edge there. I think I'm going to go with the transparent red iron oxide. Just make that a little bit stronger. There we go. And just get that around there. I'm just going to soften that up. So I would love to see your version. Well, this was a mess. I've done two now that were messes, but you know where I was going for this, right? So I'd love to see a version that you've done, or just something artwork that you've created after suffering a loss, or, you know, or a traumatic event or something. I would love to see, you know, what you've done. Ooh, I like that. I'm just gonna darken those edges a little bit. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please go over to the Facebook group. The link is in the description below, and share, you know, what you've done to get over, or to not get over, but to help you with, you know, traumatic experience or event or a loss, and share it, because there's others out there I know that have gone through something like this as well. And, you know, if we can figure out a better way to deal with it, you know, all the power to us. Alrighty, so let me just flip this so you can see on a white background. There we go. So she's kind of cute, wild and grateful. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling kind of wild, out of control, but I am grateful for having all of you follow me along and sticking with me until next time. Until then, stay inspired.